Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a quick overview of what's included in the expansion. It's a Wonderful World Corruption and Ascension, and how it ties in with the base game of It's a Wonderful World. And at the end, we'll be doing a review. So this game doesn't change, the expansion doesn't change the game at all as far as mechanics. Basically, it adds more cards and more player count. So you can play up to 7 players. It adds a dry erase scoreboard, which is cool. It adds 56 Corruption and Ascension cards. So they have a different back. So you could easily remove them if you want to from here's the base game, there's the expansion. And you'll be, in a 2-player game, you'll be dealing 8 regular base game cards and 4 of the expansion cards. You'll still only be drafting down to 7, but it just gives you 12 cards to choose from that you're drafting back and forth. And that changes by the player count. You get less and less of each as you have more players. So you will be still drafting 7 cards in the draft phase. There are a few, they're kind of almost impossible to construct, but they have this one, as you can see, all the resources you would need, but you would get 25 points at the end of the game for that. So, and there's only 4 rounds in this game, so it's kind of hard. Anthony did manage to construct one of these, but
it pretty much limited what else I could construct because of that.
He basically put all of his effort into that. So we actually ended up tying, believe it or not, even though I constructed more. But I won in the end because in a tie, the one that constructs the most wins. So he worked so hard on that to tie with me. So I don't know if those are really that much of a bonus to me. I don't know. It does add these duo ones where you get 6 points for each pair of those, and whatever 2 pair. It's like in this particular, it's the general and the finance cards. It also has on their cards where the resources production, they're cheaper to produce or construct, but the production, as you can see, you'll get the yellow and the blue, but you have to, if you produce any green, you have to reduce it by 1. So you have a penalty you pay, but they are quicker to produce or to construct. I keep saying the wrong words.
But the penalty is if you don't have any green, you don't, or
right.
You would be obtaining.
You don't take it away.
Yeah.
It's only from your production. You would reduce that by 1. And then, so that's the 3 main changes to the cards. And then it did add 2 more empires because it adds 2 more players. And then let's see what else. It adds the ×3 tokens for the financier and general, and some more cubes. It gives you more cubes, so because there's going to be more players. But it doesn't, as you can see. So this would be an expansion to get we really enjoy the base game.
Oh yeah.
If you really enjoy the base game, and you've played it a lot, and you want to switch it up a little, this would be a great expansion to add. You really wouldn't need this until you played the base game several times. Not that it makes it harder. It doesn't make it harder.
No.
It's just the base game comes with quite a few cards and things. So I would think it's a good one to add later on once you've played this game quite a bit. But I mean, maybe you do want to get both at the same time if it's it's something you would like. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either, because it doesn't change the mechanics other than how many cards you're dealing to draft. And we did purposely keep them separate since you do deal out a certain amount from each deck. So it's easier just to discard and keep them separate as separate discards as well. That way at the end, when you're putting it away, you can just keep them separate if you want, because we do have another expansion we're going to be covering.
Yeah, Leisure and Descendants.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, because that one looks like it does change the mechanics a little bit. It has scenarios, so we'll be doing that one very soon. I'm giving you a review and overview of that. So you may want to keep them separate for that reason. For when you add another expansion, it might be too much. I don't know, but we haven't played that other one yet, so I'm not sure. But there's 4 rounds, so this game goes fairly quickly.
Oh.
So constructing those cards that require a lot of resources, it would be tough. It would be tough to do that. It would almost only be worth it if it ties in with your empire somehow, maybe.
Yeah.
But yours did, and it still didn't help you.
No.
If you only focus maybe on the points that your empire gives you and only maybe construct those type, maybe you can piggyback on the points, possibly. But yeah, I don't see the benefit of those yet, but we've only played once with this expansion. So what did you think of this game?
The expansion, I think the mechanics does add a little bit more replayability because it does add a little bit extra, but not significantly enough that I would say it's a need. I think it's just something that if you want to expand on your game, I don't think it's something that you need if you already have the base game. It pretty much has the same components, so I'm not going to specify. Oh, I do like the how you call
the
it,
dry erase scoreboard.
Yeah,
that's a nice touch.
Yeah, I mean that's worth it in itself because if you're playing this game a lot, so you're not wasting paper constantly. But and then as far as overall total, I would give this like a 7 because it is a good game, and the expansion really does not add or detract from the actual game. So, I mean, it's just something if you want extra. I don't think you need it, but if you want to experiment with little bit different mechanics, then I would get it. But there are 2 other expansions, Leisure and Descendants, that we're going to try. And then there's another one which we don't have, but I'm really I think there's another one, but I think that this one is a little bit like 7. So
I agree. Again, there's nothing wrong with this expansion. We enjoy playing, but we really like the base game, so we enjoy playing it. For us, we're glad we have it. We definitely, but I mean, I don't know if we would have bought it. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Probably.
This was sent to us by the game developer, but
probably
I don't know. Maybe eventually.
Because we like the game itself, and then when we like the base game, we buy the expansions.
We usually do buy the expansions, so we probably would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've always bought the expansions if they're not sent to us. If it's a game we really love.
Yeah, like Dice Wars, Grotto,
Yes, and there's a ton we've not even played the expansions yet. We just buy them so we have them on hand that when we can play them when we want to, in case they stop selling it or whatever. You never know. But so I take that back. We probably would buy this knowing us because we always do. But but again, I mean it's just if you want to spice it up just a little bit with different more like cards with a little bit different ways that you collect resources or that are a little bit more advanced to complete. But yeah, it's again the base game is an awesome game, and this keeps it the same with more cards. So I would give it an 8 because I like the base game so much, and like if you're like us and buy the expansions for games you love, you should buy this game or this expansion. I mean, but again, like you said, it's not a necessity to enjoy this game whatsoever.
Yeah, it's not essential.
But I am excited to try the Leisure and Decadence.
Yeah. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. Because
the fact that it adds scenarios, to me, makes it sound like it would kind of change it. If you play this game a lot, would make it take it in a different path. So it seems like it would kind of make it slightly a different game, but with probably the base mechanics. But so hopefully this helps you to decide. I know we rambled a little bit. Hopefully this helps you to decide whether this is an expansion you want to add to your collection if you already have the base game, or if you want to get the base game and the expansion at the same time. I didn't cover how you play the game. We have a video on that for the base game that you could check out. It's on our channel. On that one we did how to play through and reviews. It covers all of it, so you can definitely learn how to play the game on that video. But we will put the link in the description of where you can get this expansion for yourself, so you can check it out. Please give us a like. Feel free to leave comments or questions. If you're not already, we hope you'll subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time.